Alright, there we go. Hope everybody's having a great day today. I am Jeffrey Jansen. I am here to let you know that you matter, that you are important, that things that you do in life matter. All my friends are riding bikes today. Everybody's out riding bikes. Alright, let's get down to the nitty gritty. What did you do today to make a difference in somebody's life? Yesterday we had the Marine Corps League meeting. Thursdays usually they have the American Legion meetings. I know there's meetings going on with Optimist Club every Tuesday. We have the Hunters and Fishermen Association meetings on Thursdays. Tuesdays, Optimist Club. All these different groups. They're great groups and great organizations you go to. Now, tomorrow, we have military night down at Native Grill and Wings in Quincy, Illinois. So make sure to come on out. This is not any type of group. This is just military men and women and their families getting together, having a few beers, having some wings. It's a family-friendly environment, so come on out and join us. And this is going on tomorrow night. Now, there's a couple of things that have been going on that I kind of want to address. One of which is the Marine Corps League, Optimist Club, Mississippi Valley Hunters and Fishermen, American Legion, the VFW. There's a lot, and there's like even more groups than that, that basically I like to recognize as being honest, upfront, upscale. They basically never keep any money. They are some of the greatest groups you can ever join, with some of the greatest men and women that they're of all ages, and they're really great. However, sometimes when some really shady people get in trouble, they get busted, or they put their fine, you know, it's funny how they like to start blaming and accusing good organizations so they don't get busted or caught. So everything I do is for one of the groups that I just mentioned, or there's also Fishing for Freedom, which I don't do anything with right now, but I do support them 100%. Or there's a couple other groups that I support and always will. However, when I watch social media, what people don't understand is we are all backed legally, meaning we will make it very clear that if somebody wants to drag men and women who serve their country through the mud just because they're trying to save face, or because they will be served. Because we don't have time to deal with drama when we have men and women in our military that are committing suicide, when we have families that have children that have autism, but the other side of the families don't want to pay their child support, or don't want to pay their fair share, or, you know, they want to make up things because they don't care about their kids that have cancer or autism. And it's really disappointing, because we work with kids and families, not just military, but also everyday men and women. Now, as people go on there and they want to slander it, what they don't understand is we make up a lot of people. And we all know that all of our money goes to the right spot. We know that every one of our volunteers for a reason. They know us inside and out. They know that we have all served. They know that these volunteers have been school teachers and lawyers and doctors and factory workers and milk, believe it or not, like from Prairie Farms to Nap by the Titan Wheel. And so when they start attacking the groups that are honest just so they don't get busted, it makes everybody look bad. So if anybody ever attacks a good upscale unit like the Marine Corps League or the American Legion or something else like that, it makes me go on the defensive to be like, okay, we will give everybody a warning. Because, like I said, families come to us every day and ask us for money. They come to us and ask us for help. They come us and ask us for support. They bring us paperwork, we help them. Now, why am I saying all this? I'm not saying all this to down on anybody. I'm saying this so people out there know that we exist, and you can come to us for help, and we will help you. Okay? We just gave away for books. We just paid for another college kid's books because the family couldn't afford it, and because they're getting a B average and above. And so we just paid. And you know, one of those books alone was $238. I think last month we had a book come in. Just the book alone for the college class was around $400. You know, there's a need out there for all the different things, such as gasoline, insurance, things that insurance don't cover, like food, room and board when you take off from work. I know that when my mom, the reason why I do a lot of these groups, not just because I'm a Marine, But I've had a lot of brothers commit suicide and sisters that commit suicide. I've had a lot of family members get cancer. I've dealt with medical stuff for a very long time, and insurance doesn't cover everything. And when I put myself out there and people attack me for volunteering, or they attack the Marine Corps, they attack the American Legion, because they don't want people to know they're borrowing money. They don't want people to know that they're mortgaged to a T, or they've got 5 other kids. It really goes to show that some people would rather put themselves above their kids or above their situation and suffer, instead of asking a group like us to help them out. Now, we have several events coming up. September 21st for autism and cancer awareness. We have a big event going on. There's going to be a lot of people there. It's going to be one heck of a group. And the reason why we're doing it is because we are putting more awareness. Now, we also give, and we also do things for St. Jude. We do things for dementia, for Alzheimer's, and we support all those groups that help out with that. But any group out there that wants to sit there and hurt a group, because everybody gets background checks. Everybody, they all get screened. We make sure all of our money is handled through accordingly, and nobody takes a dime of anything. So when the groups that we give this money to, we don't do anything behind the scenes, meaning we don't give out just cash just to give cash. What we do is we pay for those things they need. We give gas cards if somebody needs gas cards. We pay for books by writing it to John Wood, Quincy University, Western Illinois University, Iowa. I can't tell you all the college kids we helped. Boy, that person's going to get in a wreck. Okay? And we raise money by doing different things. If there's got to be an immediate need for money, because like I said, when cancer hit my mom, it took her in less than 3 months. Now think about that for a minute. She didn't even know she had cancer, and the cancer that she had took her in less than 3 months. September 7th, 1990, my mom died of cancer. Now, how much of an impact financially, emotionally, did that put a strain on my dad and the rest of my family? Because my mom was the greatest lady in the world, but it took her within 3 months. She had to get quick chemo and all these other things. So there are emergency needs for money, or basically to get the kids to the hospital. Maybe they got a cyst or something on their liver. Maybe they had surgery on their frontal lobe. Okay? Maybe that, people are borrowing money from another family because they can't afford it, but they don't want anybody knowing, because they're not paying their child support or anything else, but they want people to know that insurance is paying for something else. See, when you start attacking groups, it makes us back off. It makes us not want to help anybody. And when you sit there and you keep attacking because you don't want people knowing the truth, or you don't want people knowing that you're mortgaged to a T, or, it's hard for good people to do good things. So always keep in the back of your mind, accept the help if you ask for it, and do not attack groups and individuals that want to help. Because what we're out there doing is we want to help people. We are a community. And if you're so worried that the community is going to think differently of you, then you've got your priorities mixed up. Communities come together to help each other. You cannot raise a child without a community. You cannot raise a child without a village around you helping you and talking good. In the Marine Corps, my buddy J.D. Walker, his son, Jeff Walker, died in Iraq to a sniper, He left behind a 3-month-old little boy years ago, and that little boy will never know his dad, except through his grandpa and his family. But the Marines and the military will make sure for the rest of that child's life that we will always make sure that little boy, who is going to grow into a man, will know who his father was and know that his father was a hero. When people are asking money and they come to us for autism and they don't want their stories out, we're making sure these kids are raised the right way. We're making sure people have food on their plate, money in their pocket so they can spend on medical and everything else. St. Jude's the same way. They don't take a penny of anything, and no child is turned away. We're the exact same way. We're going to help as many people as we can with what we can do. And if anybody wants to basically slander us and say these things because they don't want the truth out, they should know very clearly that, we're not going to stoop to their levels by any means. But what's nice is we're not going to bring their names up, but they need to know that what they're doing is wrong and they're ruining it for other people. So if you hear people slandering somebody and you hear people and you don't know the full story, don't side with them. Just ignore them. All right, I got to get my daughter, everybody. Y'all have a good day. I'll go more into depth later. Oh, by the way, my new book, Dream Giver for Parents. Okay? It's called the Dream Giver for Parents. I think my daughter hurt her foot, so I'm going to help her in the vehicle. So, talk to everybody later. Gotta go. Bye.